classes for kids. And today I'm here in my atrium in my mid-century modern home, lots of light in this room, and we are going to be doing our very first Save or Splurge art product challenge. So today we're going to be testing colored pencils. We use a lot of colored pencils in all of our classes. We have a special kind that's our favorite, but we thought, you know, parents ask a lot. They say, you use those, I buy my kids these, which are better? And so we thought we're going to do our test. We're going to be testing for 3 different things. We're going to be testing for vibrancy, we're going to be testing for blendability, and thirdly, we're going to be testing for durability. So what we're going to do is open up our 2 boxes. I'm going to introduce you to the 2 things we're going to test. Prismacolor Premier, 24 colored pencils, and this sells for $39.99. Then we've got our opponent right here, Crayola colored pencils, 24, the same amount, same size. This one, $7.99. So this one, compared to this one already just in price, this is like $40 compared to $8. So let's see if this one's actually 5 times better. Okay, we've just taken off the lid of the Prismacolors, and look, they put them in a rainbow formation. You've got pretty much all the primaries and secondaries, some browns, whites, blacks. Ooh, we don't get a gray, but everything else we've got. So now let's move this up. Let's take a look at our Crayola. Plus it's got a tin box and 2 layers. This one, you can't lay them out, but you can see them all. They just kind of lay on the table though. Looks like we've got all the same colors. Once you throw them out, they don't really stay in rainbow, order, but it looks like we've got about the same colors. For our first test, we're gonna be testing for vibrancy. What's vibrancy? Well, vibrancy is like intense color, like how bright it is, how it's popping off of whatever you're drawing. So it could be really bright or it could be really dull, and we want bright. We want our artwork to just pop and grab people. So what we're gonna do to test this is I'm gonna take a standard drawing pad, divide the page in half, use a cactus for my still life, and I'm gonna draw this cactus. On the left side, I'm gonna do Prismacolors. On the right side, I'm gonna do Crayola. So now I'm gonna choose the colors to get started with. 3 over here, and I've got 3 greens over here, plus a yellow. Ooh, very close. Okay, let's get started. Which has the richer, brighter colors, and so far it's looking like Prismacolor has the brighter colors to choose from. And the black is pops out a lot more on the Prismacolor side. So now what we're gonna do is we are gonna go back to testing the vibrancy, and we're gonna start drawing the top of the cactus. Now these are the results of our vibrancy test. I think we have a bit of a tie. On the Prismacolor side, I think that the greens were a lot more vibrant, so they gave better choices of greens as far as vibrancy in the Prismacolor box. The choices we had in Crayola were a bit duller, but then we come up here. The vibrancy test, Crayola I think had more vibrant reds and red violets, where I think that they weren't as vibrant on Prismacolors. Our second test is for blendability. So what I'm gonna do here on our cactuses, I'm going to be blending 2 different colors together with each of the different brands, and I'm gonna be blending them into my picture as the stones in the still life. We're looking for blendability. What is blendability? It's kind of like when you mix 2 colors of paint and you want to get them to blend evenly and mix evenly. Okay. So far the 2 blues, one of them is a lot darker and a lot softer than the other. We're gonna start blending in some purple and see how they blend. So the Prismacolors, I'm gonna start low and I'm gonna shade it and fade it up. And then I can mix some of this color on top of purple and see how that goes. Now I'm gonna try this one. So I'm gonna start really dark on the bottom. This one's a little harder. Now I'm gonna add some blue to the Crayola side and see how they blend so that one doesn't completely cover the other. I wanna be able to see both colors when I blend colored pencils. Okay, this one wasn't as smooth. And we're comparing the Prismacolor blending to the Crayola blending, and they're awfully close. They're really close. I think they're pretty much about the same. So let's try one more color combination. We're gonna try black and white because black and white, they're probably gonna be your 2 hardest colors to blend with each other. So let's give it a try. I'm gonna start with the Crayola side. This is blending fine, but it's a little harder than what I'm used to. Let's see. Okay, so now we're gonna go and try to add white on top of it. See what happens. Oh, when you put the white on top of it, it turns it kind of gray. Okay, so now we've got our other shape right here. And we're gonna shade it and fade it in. So let's get that going. Oh, now let's see what happens when we put the white Prismacolor on top of it. Oh, same thing. It's a gray, but it's like a softer color, so it's mixing more like that. Well, you can see these 2 little rocks I made right here that are black and white. And boy, I think close up, it looks like the Crayola one blended better. Far away, I'd have to hold it far from me. Oh, that looks pretty good too. It's almost in the eye of the beholder. And for my 3rd test, I'm gonna be testing for durability. What's durability? Well, it's kind of like strength. I gotta find out if these pencils are strong enough for these kids I teach. You know, they drop them a lot, they sharpen them a lot, sometimes they just move them around in the electric sharpener. Let's see what we can do. So I'm gonna take the same color from each, which is like a dark blue. I'm going to press really hard and draw what might imaginarily be the edge of this vase. Now I'm going to be coloring in a section of the vase to see how long this lead is going to last and if it's going to break. So I'll start with this Prismacolor side, coloring as dark as I can. Coloring as dark as I can, and I already need to sharpen it, I think. I've used up a lot of lead. I'm going to go back to this side, the Crayola side, and I'm going to fill it in. Take a look at my leads, and the Crayola has a longer lead. The Crayola also comes sharpened, as does the Prismacolor, but the Crayola has a stronger point when you buy it. The Prismacolors are sharpened different. So I'm going to sharpen it. And this one comes out pretty quick. And the Prismacolor has to be sharpened a lot. Okay, so I'm going to press it as hard as I can to try to break it. That one's not breaking, but I've certainly used up all the lead, but it didn't break. On this side, the Prismacolor side, I'm going to use it sideways. I'm going to try to break it. I couldn't break that lead either. But they both wore down just about the same. Okay, so let's take a look at our results. The first thing we tested for was Vibrance, and I'm gonna have to give that one to Prismacolors. Prismacolors, the Vibrance difference was really obvious. It wasn't even close. And you know, they've also got a lot of colors to choose from. So Vibrancy goes to Prismacolors. The next category that we tested for was Blendability. So they were really close, but doing the blending here with the stones, I'm gonna say it was Prismacolor again, because the soft colors seemed to almost melt together like paint would, where the colored pencils by Crayola were a little bit laying on top of each other without blending. And then we had our third category, which was durability, strength. How strong are each brand of pencils? And I'm gonna have to give that one up to Crayola, because boy, that pencil didn't need to be sharpened nearly as soon as Prismacolor. It also seemed really tough and didn't break, and when sharpening, it didn't crack inside the pencil sharp. Well, it looks like Prismacolor is our winner of this challenge, but we gotta remember, Prismacolors cost 5 times as much as Crayola, and for the money, this is amazing. It is so close, and most people need to watch their money. So I would say if you have a budget, go for Crayola. If you don't have a budget, go for Prismacolor. I am really surprised at how much Crayola has stepped it up over the last few years, because I used to use these and they didn't blend as well as they do now, and they didn't have as vibrant of colors. So like I said before, if you're looking to buy some for your kid, or if you're the kid and it's your allowance, buy what you can afford. This is the cheaper one, almost as good. This is kind of the king of colored pencils, but you better start saving your allowance. Thanks for watching our Splurge or Save challenge. If there's any other products you'd like to see us test and challenge, please comment below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, put those comments below, and keep making cool art.